Laugh and cry together to make us reminisce and rejoice in our existence. Today's such a day. Welcome to the Purettes and the Peterson families and friends. First of all, let's acknowledge the people who made this party possible, who prepared the food, set the tables, rearranged Lori's house to make this celebration the most comfortable and enjoyable for all of us. Lori's friends, Dan, we welcome you heartily into the Purettes clan. Danielle, Adela, and mostly Lori, without whom the party would not have been possible. Lori planned everything, from the invitations to the band, to the menu, with her organizational skills and her nurturing self that we all know and love her for. So we're going to do it the French way. So for Lori, we're going to do 3 hip hip hip, and you're going to say hooray. The French and the Québécois. Where is the Québécois?
Oh, there's a Québécois!
We're going to say hurrah. So I'm going to jump.
I am French.
Say, oh, you're French Canadian? Sorry.
Vive le Québec!
So I'll say and gesture the hip hip hip, and you say hurry or hurrah. Hip hip hip!
Hooray!
Hip hip hip! Hooray! Hip hip hip! Hooray! We're together to celebrate Larry and Violet's 50th wedding anniversary, and I would like to see a show of hands from the people who were present at their wedding celebration 50 years ago.
There's someone back there.
Sorry, did you raise your hand?
I wasn't present, my sister was, but I wasn't.
Some other members of the Peterson Purettes family could have raised their hands, but they were not able to join us in California. Some other members of the family have left us, and I know how much fun they would have had today. Grandma Rose, Grandma Henrietta, and Grandpa Milton.
Julie.
Another person could have raised her hand. Larry and Violet's first child, Julie, since she was in her mother's womb at the time of the wedding. Julie, that the cruelty of fate swept away from us at too young an age. I do want to acknowledge Julie's presence within us and amongst us through her 2 children, Aida and Javier.
Where's Aida?
Yeah, and her grandson, Adrian. Today is a celebration of life, our own life, past, present, and future, the life of our loved ones, and mostly the life of Larry and Violet as a couple. I met Larry and Vi's family in the summer of 1972 at the end of my grand American bus tour with my 18-year-old French husband. I remember arriving in lovely Cedar Grove, tired, hungry, ready to take a shower and sleep in a comfortable bed. The family welcomed us with great hospitality and engaged us in a whirlwind of activities. Violet was constantly running around, making meals, driving to a New Jersey farm to get fruit and vegetables, organic of course, taking kids to camp and valley lessons, feeding the dog Patty, tending the garden, and so on. I remember my soon-to-be nephew Paul, then a little boy of 5 or 6, standing in the bay window at the height of his musical career.
I'll never live that one down. I slept.
Larry would freshen up after a very long day's work, and he would graciously direct us around New York City and drive the whole family out on weekends to open spaces one of them being Camp Midway. I went to Pimlico Vale, but I mostly heard stories about them. All through my married life, I caught tidbits of stories from my in-laws and from Joe. One of those stories caught my attention because it is so sweet, so romantic, so innocent. It is a story about the first meeting between Violet and Larry. Since a good story needs a flashback, I turn to Larry's brothers, Bill and Joe. Joe loves to recount stories of his past. He's a great storyteller, and he infuses his story with family inside jokes that no one else understands. And of course, Jewish humor. I found out a few weeks ago, after having watched on 60 Minutes a show about hypermemory, that my brother-in-law Bill is endowed with a strong tendency to hypermemory. Larry told us, though, that Bill needs to get his memory triggered. So, Bill and Joe, I offer you two phrases. Number one, the courting of Violet by Larry. And the second phrase, the wedding reception that never was. We expect minute, tender, funny, and juicy details.